Before any big change in life, there's always a moment of quiet. Not the kind of quiet that feels peaceful, but the kind that makes you feel everything more deeply. A strange stillness, a heaviness in the air, a tug at your heart. Have you felt it lately? That sense that something unseen is moving around you? That strange wave of emotion, or those sudden thoughts that come out of nowhere? You might feel more tired than usual, or more restless. Little things may start to go wrong. You forget what you were about to say. People seem distant. Communication feels off. These are not just coincidences. They are signs. You are standing at the edge of a powerful energy shift. On April 14, something begins. Not loud, not dramatic, but deeply spiritual, quietly powerful. It's called the Mercury Retrograde Pre-Shadow, and it's already flowing into your energy. But this isn't about broken phones or delays at the airport. This is about something much deeper. It's about the energy around you beginning to shift and stir, touching your thoughts, stirring your emotions, and calling your soul to pay attention. Right now, your spirit is being pulled inward. You're being asked to slow down, reflect, and prepare. But here's the truth most people miss. This phase comes with traps. Not physical ones, but energetic ones. Invisible, yet powerful. They sneak in through your emotions, your habits, your reactions. If you don't see them now, they can quietly wrap around your path and hold you back before you even realize it. But if you can recognize them, if you can feel the difference between your inner voice and the noise, you will move through the coming days with clarity, peace, and a sense of spiritual power that most people will miss. That's why this message is reaching you today, not tomorrow, not later, but now, just before the shift grows stronger. Because you still have time to realign, to protect your energy, to move with purpose. So I ask you to stay with me. Listen closely. Let every word settle into your heart. Because what I'm about to share with you is not just insight, it's guidance. The kind that can help you navigate the coming days without confusion, with peace, with strength, with awareness. These are the 7 energetic traps that may try to catch you before Mercury even goes retrograde. But when you know what they are, you'll see them coming. So take a deep breath, relax your shoulders, and let's begin. We begin with the first trap, the one so many of us fall into without even noticing. The trap of forcing answers. During this Mercury retrograde pre-shadow, everything around you might begin to feel unclear. Thoughts may become tangled. Conversations may leave you confused. Situations that once felt simple may now feel complicated. And deep within, you may feel a growing need to know, to understand what's happening, to fix what feels broken, to make someone explain themselves, to demand closure. But here's the gentle truth. Not every question is meant to be answered right away. Not every silence is empty. Sometimes that silence you're feeling is not a void. It's divine space. A space being protected for something bigger, something you're not meant to see just yet. This is not the time to rush into decisions. It's not the moment to dig for clarity when the soil hasn't settled. Because when the dust in your spirit hasn't cleared, everything looks distorted. Think of it like a seed planted deep in the soil. You don't keep digging it up just to check if it's growing. You water it, you trust it, and you wait. Right now, you may feel frustrated by someone's silence. You may feel left in the dark by a situation that hasn't given you answers. You may be tempted to overthink, to press for explanations, to make something happen. But listen closely. If a door isn't opening for you, it's not rejection, it's redirection. And more often, it's protection. Something unseen is holding you back, not to harm you, but to help you avoid what is not meant for your path. So instead of pushing, pause. Instead of chasing answers, breathe. Let the silence speak to you, not with fear, but with faith. Because sometimes the clearest message from the universe comes not in loud voices, but in gentle stillness. And if you listen with your heart, you'll realize the silence is not punishing you, it's preparing you. This moment is about trust, the kind of trust that says, I may not understand right now, but I know that something greater is unfolding for me. So don't force what isn't flowing. Don't rush what is still becoming. Don't demand answers from a chapter that hasn't finished writing itself. Let the silence carry you gently. Let the unknown hold you safely. Because clarity is not lost. It's just arriving in its own sacred time. Trust. Let's talk about the second trap, the trap of emotional whiplash. Have you noticed how your emotions have been shifting quickly? One moment you feel inspired, hopeful, maybe even full of love and energy. But suddenly, for no clear reason, you feel low, heavy, disconnected. It's like your heart is on a roller coaster, up and down, up and down. This kind of emotional change can feel confusing. You may start to wonder if something is wrong with you. You might ask yourself, why am I feeling like this? Why am I suddenly so sensitive? Why can't I stay calm? You might even start questioning your relationships, your dreams, your own mind. But please remember this truth. This is not weakness. This is not you falling apart. This is a heart detox. During this pre-shadow period, your energy is being cleansed. And just like a river must stir the dirt before it runs clear, your heart must let old emotions rise before they can truly leave. These waves of emotion, sadness, anger, fear, longing, are not here to harm you. They're here to be released. They're surfacing because your spirit is ready to move beyond them. So let them come. Let the tears fall if they need to. Let the laughter rise, even if it feels out of place. Let yourself feel. Don't judge your emotions. Don't label them as good or bad. Just let them move through you. Because the more you allow the feelings to rise and pass, the more space you create inside for peace, joy, and clarity. Think of this as your inner world being cleaned out. Old stories, past wounds, buried feelings, they are being stirred up not to drown you, but to be healed. You are not going backwards. You are not becoming unstable. You are releasing layers you no longer need. And yes, this release may come with confusion. You may not understand why a certain memory is returning, or why a random feeling hits you so hard. But this is part of the sacred process. It's your soul asking you to look at what's still there, gently, lovingly, and say, it's time to let this go now. So when you feel overwhelmed, take a deep breath. Place your hand over your heart. And remind yourself, this is a detox, not a downfall. You are becoming lighter. You are becoming clearer. And with every emotional wave that passes, you are stepping closer to your true self. This is not a breakdown, it's a breakthrough in disguise. So ride the waves, let your heart speak, and know that everything you're feeling is part of your healing. Now we come to the third trap, the trap of miscommunication. And this one can be especially difficult because it touches our relationships. It affects how we speak, how we listen, and how we connect with others. During this pre-shadow phase, it's not just machines that glitch. It's not just delayed messages or lost emails. Something deeper begins to shift. It's the energy between people, the flow of words, the meaning behind conversations. Suddenly, what you say might not come out the way you meant, and what others say might feel confusing, sharp, or completely off. You might say something simple, but it's misunderstood. You might be trying to help, but your words land wrong. Or maybe someone says something to you that feels hurtful, even if they didn't mean it that way. These little moments can build frustration, they can cause tension, and they might leave you asking, why does it feel like no one understands me right now? But this isn't about anyone doing something wrong. This is what happens when the energy around communication begins to shift. Words start to lose their usual shape. What once felt easy to say now feels heavy. What once flowed between you and someone else may now feel blocked. That's why this is the time to slow down, to speak less, but mean more, to listen more, but judge less. Take a breath before you speak. Pause before you react. Ask yourself, is this the right time to say this? Will this bring peace, or will it create confusion? Because words are not just sounds, they are energy. And right now, that energy is more sensitive than usual. A careless sentence can cause a wound, but a calm silence can save a connection. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is say nothing at all. Let silence carry the message. Let your energy speak instead of your voice. You don't have to explain everything. You don't have to correct everyone. You don't need to fight to be understood. Instead, be gentle with your words. Use them with care, like a painter uses light brush strokes. Speak only what is necessary. Speak only what brings clarity, kindness, and calm. And if you're feeling misunderstood, don't panic. It will pass. This moment of misalignment is temporary. Be patient with others, with yourself, with the way conversations unfold. The goal right now is not to win arguments or prove your point. The goal is to protect peace, to choose harmony over being right. To allow space for feelings to settle before you speak them into the air. So let this be your reminder. Not every message needs to be delivered today. Not every reply needs to come quickly. And sometimes, the most healing message you can offer is simply your silence, your presence, your calm energy. Let that be your language for now. Now we arrive at the fourth trap, the trap of rushing forward. Right now, you might feel this strange inner pressure, like something is telling you, you need to do more, you need to move faster, you can't waste time. You may feel like you're falling behind, like everyone else is making progress while you're stuck. And that can make you feel restless, even anxious. You may look at your plans, your goals, your unfinished tasks, and feel the urge to fix everything, to act quickly, to move, even when you're not sure where you're going. But here's the truth that may be hard to hear. This is not the time to push. This is the time to pause. This phase is not trying to stop you. It's trying to prepare you. Think of an archer. Before the arrow is released, what does the archer do? They pull back. They slow down. They steady their breath. Not because they're giving up, but because they are aiming with purpose. And that's what the universe is asking of you right now. To pull back, not out of fear, but out of wisdom. To stop rushing, not because you're lazy or lost, but because you're aligning. You see, stillness is not the same as doing nothing. Stillness is powerful. It is the space where real guidance comes through. It is where your mind settles, your spirit speaks, and your next step becomes clear. When you rush, you make choices from fear. When you pause, you choose from truth. This moment is not about racing ahead. It's about getting into the right position before you move. It's about trusting that waiting isn't wasting. It's wisdom in action. So if life feels slow right now, don't panic. If progress feels delayed, don't force it. You're not falling behind. You're being aligned. You are gathering the energy, the clarity, and the inner calm you'll need for the path ahead. You are being asked to slow down so that when the time is right, your next move will be powerful and precise. This pause is your secret power. This quiet is your preparation. So release the pressure to hurry. Let go of the need to prove your worth through constant action, and instead, let stillness be your strategy, because soon you will move again. But this time, with deeper wisdom, stronger focus, and divine timing on your side. Let's move into the fifth trap, the trap of reopening old wounds. During this pre-shadow phase, it's common to feel the past slowly coming back, not in loud, obvious ways, but quietly, subtly. Like an old song you haven't heard in years suddenly playing at the right moment. Like a memory you thought was buried, suddenly resurfacing while you're doing something ordinary. People you thought were gone for good may suddenly reach out. A message, a comment. A name you haven't seen in a long time might appear, and with it comes emotion. Feelings you thought you had moved on from. Stories you believed you had healed. Questions you thought you had already answered. But this is not a punishment. This is not a sign that you're going backward. This is a review. A gentle moment from the universe asking you, have you really let this go? Or is there still a part of you that holds on? Sometimes. The past returns not to stay, but to remind you how far you've come. Not to pull you back, but to show you that you now have the power to choose differently. It can be tempting to fall back into old patterns, especially when they feel familiar, especially when they come wrapped in comfort or nostalgia. But here's something to remember. Not everything from the past belongs in your future. Just because something feels familiar doesn't mean it's right for you. Just because someone from your past shows up doesn't mean they've changed. You may feel pulled to reply, to give them another chance, to reopen the chapter you worked so hard to close. But pause, breathe, listen to your inner knowing. Ask yourself, is this really for my growth? Or is it just a shadow of who I used to be? Is this love? Or is it a lesson returning one more time? Don't mistake longing for alignment. Don't confuse nostalgia. The universe is saying, stop distracting yourself. Come back to your center. Sit with your soul. You don't need more noise. You don't need another escape. What you need now is presence. You don't need to have all the answers. You don't need to fix everything in this moment. All you need is to be real with yourself, to sit in the stillness, to feel what you feel, to listen, not to the outside world, but to your inner world. It might feel strange at first. It might feel like nothing is happening. But in that stillness, your spirit is speaking. In that quiet, something sacred is unfolding. Your clarity is returning. Your emotions are settling. Your path is being revealed gently, piece by piece. You won't find peace in endless distraction. You'll find peace when you stop running and simply be with what is. So pause, breathe, put the phone down, turn off the noise, close your eyes, and just listen. Not to what the world is saying, but to what your soul has been waiting to tell you. This is where your healing begins. Right here, in this quiet, honest, sacred space with yourself. Don't be afraid of it. This isn't emptiness. This is where your truth lives. Now we've reached the seventh and final trap, the trap of doubting your path. You may be feeling it right now. A quiet worry in your heart that whispers, "I should be further by now." Maybe it feels like you've lost your way, like you've slowed down while the world keeps moving fast. Like others around you are reaching goals, finding clarity, building lives, and you're still figuring things out. You might look at your journey and ask, why does everything feel delayed? Did I miss my chance? Did I take the wrong turn? But here is something your soul needs to hear. You haven't missed anything. You are not off track. You are not behind. You are not late. You are exactly where you're meant to be, even if it doesn't look or feel that way right now. This pre-shadow phase may make it seem like things are falling apart. Plans may pause. Doors may not open as quickly as you hoped. Opportunities may feel distant, but that's not a block. It's a blessing in disguise. The universe is not punishing you. The universe is repositioning you. Sometimes before a big shift, everything slows down, not because you're losing your way, but because your soul is being guided to a better one. The delay is divine. The pause is protection. You're being realigned to something greater, something you can't fully see just yet, but your spirit can feel it. And yes, this in-between place can feel uncomfortable, like you're standing at the edge of something, but you don't know what's next. Like your faith is being stretched, like your patience is being tested. But this moment is not the end. It's not even a setback. It's a cosmic checkpoint, a sacred pause before the next elevation, a moment to breathe, reflect, and remember who you are. Right now, you are being asked to trust what you can't see, to keep walking even when the path feels unclear, to believe in divine timing. Even when your own timeline feels uncertain, you don't need to rush to catch up. You don't need to chase after what's meant for you. What's yours will find you, and it will come at the exact moment your soul is ready to receive it. So when doubt creeps in, when comparison tries to steal your peace, when impatience whispers that you're falling behind, come back to this truth. You haven't missed your moment. You are not late. You are being led to something greater. Step by step, breath by breath. This is your sacred turning point, the beginning of a higher alignment, the quiet before the rise. Hold your heart steady and keep walking with trust. Your path is unfolding, exactly on time. If you're still here, listening to these words, know that it's not random. It's not a coincidence. You were meant to hear this. You were meant to receive this message before tomorrow. There's something in you that's ready to shift, ready to grow, ready to move through the next season of your life with deeper clarity and calm. The energy around you is changing. That's true, but so is the energy within you. You may feel uncertain. You may feel a little heavy. You may even feel like something is being pulled away from you. But in that space, in that pause, in that sacred stillness, you are being protected. You are being realigned. You are being made new. The universe is not ignoring you. It's preparing you. And your soul already knows it. So tonight, do something gentle. Light a candle if you can. Sit quietly with yourself. Breathe in deeply. Let out the heaviness you've been carrying. Whatever doesn't feel like truth anymore, let it go. Whatever no longer feels right in your spirit, release it. Even if you don't have all the answers yet, even if you're still unsure, trust that you are being guided, even in the dark, even in the shadow, even when the path ahead feels hidden. Because there is light inside you, there is wisdom within you, and there is strength in simply choosing to stay soft, stay aware, and stay grounded. Let these words settle in your heart like soft stardust. Let them hold you gently through this shift. And if this message reached you deeply, If you felt something awaken in your soul, don't forget to subscribe for more daily insight and cosmic guidance, because your journey is sacred. And even when you feel alone, you are never truly alone. So until we meet again, take a breath, realign your spirit, and most of all, trust. Stay grounded and stay cosmic.